Good morning, my dear friends and students. Today we are going to discuss about principles of lending. Right? This topic comes because of a few of my friends and students wants to understand these concepts. Right? I am more happy to explain during this video. Right? The principle of lending, it's a very important concepts. Those who are in the banking system when they are going to lend to the customer. Right? We cannot just like that lend because of the customer's consent as for a loan, right? We need to look at various parameters. So what are all the basic underlying concepts or underlying principles before we start looking at any proposals, right? So this is what very critical. This is a very very basic understanding one should have while you are lending. Right. In the banking business, we all know there are two important parameters. We are collecting money from the public for the purpose of lending and investment. I will repeat. We are collecting money from the public. It's not our own money. It's not our own capital or bank capital we are lending it. So we are collecting money from the public on one side. We are lending to the public on another side. Okay, so we are working like a service provider, right? So we collect money from the public as a borrowing. We lend it to the customer as a lender. Okay, so we need to be very very careful because it is not our own money. It is not a bank capital lending, right? We are lending from the public deposit in the form of current account, savings account, term deposit. So we need to be very very careful. So the principles of lending, the first principle, we talk about safety. What does that mean? When I give a loan, I should think at the first instant itself whether I can get back my money. Right? If my money is safe, right? Whether I have adequate collateral or the party is good, the party has got a sound financial repayment capability. Moreover, whether the party has got the intention to repay the money. So these are all the elements in terms of safety. What are all the things which I'm talking about? First, the parties or the customer has got a sufficient collateral, whether he has got a sound financials or income to repayment. Third, what is that? Whether he has got a intention, right attitude towards banking system. The second point, liquidity. What is meant by liquidity? I am giving a loan to a particular person for 30 years or 40 years. If I wanted to pre-close it, is it possible for us to pre-close it? Or when, as and when I require a repayment, whether the customer is able to pay, what kind of a liquidity this loan gives to the bank, whether it is a regular EMI comes in, whether there is a moratorium, how many years moratorium, right? So these are all the very important point for the banks to look at. Why is our liquidity is very important? Uh, Suppose you are giving a money or a lending the funds based on the depositor's funds. Suddenly one depositor comes back and say that, sir, I am breaking my account or breaking my FD. I wanted all your money back, all my money back. So where do you go? It's a problem, no? So we need to have a sufficient liquidity. I'm not saying that we just close the loan and take that money, but that whenever you give the loan should give a principal and the interest payment regularly so that it can be used for servicing the depositors or it can be used for lending some more people, all these things. Okay, so liquidity also is important point. That is the second one. What is the third point which we need to look at? What for we are giving loan to this person, right? Whenever someone come and ask a loan to the bank, you should ask, sir, why do you require money? Right, we need to ask them. Nowadays I'm keep getting calls saying that, sir, you are eligible, you please take it. It's not because of I'm eligible I should take a loan as a customer, or because of the customer is eligible we should not give the loan. The purpose of lending is also it's important. So you ask the customer what for he wanted to have the money, whether required a working capital requirement or a term loan or a project funding or a infrastructure development. What he is going to do with that money, right? It's not that he just borrow from the bank, go and speculate in the stock market, or he can go and bet in the horse races. That is all risky proposition. Somebody says, sir, I have asked, he says something and he has used for something different purpose. That is a different story. He is violating the agreement with the bank. So we are not getting into that. What we are talking now is we should know what is the purpose of the lending. We as a banker, we should know what is the purpose of lending, right? Please ask the customer what purpose you are borrowing it. If it is a home loan, he is buying a home. That to be documented properly, and whatever the charge back, we should do that. That we can discuss later part of that lending, charge back, collateral, mortgage, hypothecation, pledge, all these things we will discuss later. Don't worry about that. As of now, what you need to know, the third principle of lending is purpose. What is the fourth one? The risk which we are taking it. What is the level of risk which we are taking it? What is meant by risk? Uncertainty in the cash flow, that is called risk. What is uncertainty? Is uneven cash flow. What is uneven cash flow? The party is not returning back their money, not regularly, or the party is not returning back to the bank inconsistently. Right? The party is not servicing the loan. That is called a risk. It's called credit risk. Credit risk is not only a default. The credit risk is not only a NPA. The credit risk is if the party is delaying the payment, also a credit risk, or the party is rating downgraded, also is a credit risk. Please remember and understand. The credit risk is an important parameter to understand the principle of lending. What level of risk which you are taking it? What is the percentage of default on the particular loan types? What is the particular percentage of loan default on the geography? There are certain geography, the people always, the percentage of default is very high, or the particular type of loan, particular segment, sector or industry, like any of the sectors, which I don't want to name it in this video. Some sectors, the default is very high. So you need to know. Some sector is okay, very good, right? So you should know the risk attached to that particular loan. That is the fourth objective of our principles of lending. The fifth one, what for we are lending? Calling the customer, talking about the safety, security, collateral, liquidity, purpose, risk, all these things. What for we are doing it? The bank won't do charity, The bank also need profit. Okay. So whenever you are doing a lending, you look at all these parameters and look at your profitability. What is that? NII. What is NII? Net interest income. What is net interest income? Interest income minus interest expenditure. Okay. Your NII is not very good. Please don't lend it. Even the party is good. He is giving a very good collateral. Risk is very less. All these things. You cannot do lending where negative NII or your expenditure on the interest is higher than the income. What is that interest expenditure? The amount of interest paid on the depositors should be lesser than the amount of percentage of interest on lending. That means loan interest, it should be higher than the deposit interest. That we call it as spread. Okay, that we call it as spread. Or in little more technical term, I can say risk spread. What is risk spread? Sir, I'm taking a risk. What is the return I'm generating out of that risk? Okay, that should be sufficient. I'm not saying NIA should be good for 1% or 1.5% or 3% or 4% or 6%. Okay, I'm not talking about that. But we should have a sufficient NIA on each loan. There are concepts people say, sir, this loan I am making losses, another loan I am making profit. No, right? Today's context, that's all traditional, and the days gone. We cannot go by those principles. Now every loan should be a good account, and every loan should generate good NII to the bank. Okay, so these are all the two basic understanding you should know. What is the two basics? I told you five. What is the two important out of five? One is the risk, second one is NAI. We call it as return. Okay, your risk and return is justify the bank requirement, then you go for lending. Okay, right? So the what are all the five principles? Let us revise: safety, liquidity, purpose, risk, and return. Okay, if you have these five concepts in mind, you will be the good credit officer in the bank. Okay, so check, these are all the points. Then we can see what are all the fund based lending, non fund based lending, what are all the parameters we should look at working capital, what are all the parameters which we look at term loan. All these things are the next stages of understanding of credit. Okay, I hope this video will help you to understand the principle of lending. Thank you so much. We'll catch up on the next video on tomorrow. Thank you.